Hello everyone, in today's video we will see how to play against Sämisch variation in King's Indian defense. So Sämisch variation starts with d4, knight f6, c4, we play g6 here, knight c3 and bishop g7, e4, d6 and here in Sämisch variation white plays f3. Here white can play many openings such as f4, 4 knights, knight f3 which is main line, h3, bishop e2, bishop g5 one variation and many more. So today we will talk about f3 and a particular line in Sämisch variation. So after f3 we will do short castle and bishop e3 here which is main line. So black have 3 to 4 options here. Sometimes black can play a6 or even c6 which are not quite oftenly played. So the main moves are e5 and c5. So these two are main lines. We will see c5 in today's video. We will also cover e5 sometime later. So after c5 we give this pawn for free, and the today's video is entirely dedicated to d into c5 variation, and this variation is called as Sämisch Gambit Accepted because of we give this pawn free by playing c5. This variation is called as Sämisch Gambit and white accepts the free pawn, that's why it is called as Sämisch Gambit Accepted. So after d into c5, obvious move is d into c5, and now queen into d8, rook into d8, and white will capture bishop into c5. If white didn't capture bishop into c5, we will play b6, knight c6 or knight d7 and knight c6. So already d4 square is very weak, so white has to capture pawn on c5, and the white threat is to play bishop into e7, so we will play knight c6, and after knight c6 here white have two main choices. First is rook d1 and second is knight d5. So let's see rook d1 first. What if rook d1? So see, in this position white's pieces are not developed, and comparatively black's pieces are quite strong, like this knight on c6 is very strong. This knight on f6 is also strong. We will play knight d7, knight d5 sometime later. And we also have plans like b6, a5, knight b4. So black have many plans, and white have one pawn advantage, so the position is fairly equal, I would say. So after rook d1 we will just take rook into d1, king into d1, and obviously knight into d1 is playable but not recommended, and mostly white will not play knight into d1. The result is we can play knight d7, bishop f2, and then we can play knight d5 or b6, bishop a6, bishop b7, and just developing our pieces. Knight c5, bishop e6 is also one of the good plan. So basically knight into d1 is not good. White will play king into d1 and here knight d7. Our plan is to take this bishop, so bishop has to go somewhere. White can play bishop a3 or bishop f2. So what if bishop a3? After bishop a3 we can take bishop into c3, and similar case with bishop f2, we will just take bishop into c3. You will think that this is not right move to take bishop into c3 because our bishop is very strong, but in particular case after taking bishop into c3, b into c3, white's pawn structure get damaged, and we will play knight e5 here. You can see white cannot play f4 because knight g4 will come. Our next move is bishop e6 and threatening on c4 and indirectly on a2. Also we have plans like knight a5, knight into c4. We have plans like bishop a6, rook d8, and if white tries to save this pawn on c4 by playing some random moves like king c2, king b3, then even black have some mating attacks, or black can play rook d8, rook d2, rook d1. So white has to develop his knight, bishop and rook fast, but you can see it's not easy. So I would say this position is equal white have to give this c4 pawn and sometimes a2 and first focus on developing this knight and bishop. We don't have this bishop and white also have double bishop advantage, but this double bishop advantage really not working in this case because these bishops are underdeveloped and position is also closed. So let's see the main variation. After bishop into c5, knight c6, and here we have already seen rook d1, so we will now see knight d5. After knight d5, now black's move is very tricky and very important to understand. We will play knight d7 here and sacrificing second pawn, if you think so. It's not really sacrificing, but at that point we are giving 2 pawns. So the main move is knight into e7, obviously. If not knight into e7, what white can play? White can play bishop a3 to defend his b2 pawn. We will play just e6, and if knight c7, we will play rook b8. And you can see logically white's pieces are very scattered and underdeveloped, and comparatively black's pieces are very much developed. So black have plans like bishop e5 for a6 first and then bishop e5, so knight gets trapped. So white has to do something. White will play knight b5 or something. Black can play b6, knight c5, and just put pressure on center and on the white's king. So basically after knight d7, bishop a3 is also not working, as we have seen. So that's why white will play knight into e7. We will take knight into e7, bishop into e7, bishop into b2 we will play. This is very important move. If not, if we play rook e8, then white can go bishop a3. Still after knight e5, the position is not bad for black. The position is still equal. As you can see, the development plays very big role in chess. White's pieces are not developed, but white is 2 pawn up. Still black's position is completely fine here. Personally, I will choose black if someone gives me option to choose. Okay, so after bishop into d7, we will play bishop into b2. Even rook e8 was fine, but bishop into b2 is more clearer because it's always good to take 1 pawn. After bishop into b2, bishop into d8, because rook d1 will not work, as we will play rook e8, and now again the same case, but we have 1 rook extra and white's pieces are underdeveloped. So when your pieces are underdeveloped, it's always better to exchange everything so that other pieces gets automatically developed. This is a common rule. So after bishop into b2, bishop into d8, bishop into a1, the position is completely fine for black, and our variation ends here, our opening ends here, because now black's plan is to play knight c5, bishop e6, knight e5, bishop e6, knight b6 sometimes, and bishop e6, and we just have to keep pressurizing on a2 and c4 pawn, as well as white's pieces are not that much developed. So this bishop on d8 is also very bad, and black is very fine here. I would say black is very comfortable. Black don't have any problem. Yeah, so we will stop our video here. Thank you for watching this video. See you in next video. Bye.